It's what? It's the
We're
rundown.
It's Pete?
Monday, April 8th. And I guess this is live right now for Gold. And then we're going to edit it up and put it out at the normal time. So shout out Gold. Get all the perks. It is presented by PointsBet, New Jersey's premium sports book. Sign up with code Barstool. Get your first 2 bets guaranteed up to $1,000. If you lose on your first fixed odds or points betting wager, get refunded in bonus bets. March Madness, Make It Rain promo. Bet 100 or more on any tournament team left and get $3 for every 3-pointer your team hits. So tonight, there's 2 teams left. The total's 117, so this is kind of a tough
Texas
promo.
Tech, though. That kid, Matt Mooney.
It's a tough one.
He hit like 6'3". I don't even know. It's
Not
a tough one.
It's tough. It's not really you want to hear.
It's a tough one.
It's a
tough one.
Yeah. And that's where we're actually starting today, Final Four. So obviously, we got those 2 games. The takeaway moment was the foul at the end of the Auburn game. There's a lot of things, and we were riding in the car, and I started, if you guys remember, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't understand. I stopped because I was like, I want to save it for the
Yeah,
window.
we're like, what the hell?
Yep. Teaser.
I didn't go to the game. You guys were in there. You watch the game. They show the replay. You know there's a foul. You watch it. I think everybody with eyes knows that was a foul. You have to call it. He still had the ball. He banged into him. How did Auburn kids rush out to Toomer's corner that fast? Or is that like doctored?
Okay, so I don't know what happened on the broadcast, if they could tell right away.
Yes.
But in the stadium, you couldn't hear a whistle.
Right.
So, like, it ended, the buzzer went, and then everyone kind of just, like, stood there and didn't know what was going on. And I would imagine if you're in a packed bar and you can't hear Jim Nantz talk, you probably just, like, were like, let's go, let's
Do you have to
go.
be shit-faced around? I mean, it was pretty quick that it's like, oh, there's a foul.
Yeah,
Again, like,
On TV.
We weren't on the broadcast, but like another example was I had Auburn money line. The lady in front of me, Texas Tech girl, she was like, "I'll root for you if you root for Tech." Like, great.
That's
right
a nice
after,
little deal.
it was great. She was lovely. We were having a good time. Tech people, by the way, are the best people in
Yeah.
the world. They're awesome. But anyways, right after that play, she went nuts. She's jumping up in my face. She's like high fiving all that. I'm like looking around her like, no, I don't know. I don't know.
Auburn student
Everyone's
section
going
went
crazy, and
insane.
then she had to do like a huge
There's
apology.
also the video of the guy
Yeah.
pouring the beer
Yes.
on his head.
Their
Then he
student
got
section went
escorted
insane.
out. Yeah, I get that. I listen. Being in the stadium, totally understand. On TV, I just don't know how.
Yeah,
that
the
many-
announcer. If you have maybe if you're a packed bar and it's not volume. I don't know.
and I guess there's a rush to be there first to celebrate. I mean,
Yeah.
did you see the video?
Yeah, it
They
was-
like went full
Yeah,
Toomer's corner.
and then watching them figure it out.
yeah, and then
like,
slowly they leave.
What did you think, Dave, about the double dribble? Everyone complained about that.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably, if I was an Auburn fan, complain about it. But that was, to me, I didn't see that. Like, the foul I saw. So
Right.
I don't think the two equate.
Yeah, I mean, he reacted so fast that it didn't look like a double dribble because
Right.
like he was so confident with it. My problem is Auburn was trying to foul. So you can't be like, he fouled him as the double dribble was going on.
Right.
If he gets to past half court, Auburn fans are complaining that they didn't call a foul.
Right.
But then he double dribbled and they're like, no, it's fine, he didn't call a foul. So it's
Right.
like the whole thing was kind of
I mean,
the end of the game foul was a foul.
Without a doubt. And that corner 3 closeout is like everyone's fouling. I mean,
Yes.
and some are real. Like, I didn't think the Purdue one was real. That cost me money. I was retired. I'm not gambling. I'll give a little hint, though, on who I like today.
Okay, but either way, so either way,
By the way,
you're on it. Yeah.
I would put $1 billion on it.
Whoa.
I think this is not even close.
Whoa.
This
If
is an
you're a
issue.
points bet, if you're in Jersey,
Well, Virginia now has got two games now that they've won
See, it's
that
better
are
when
like
you do that. When you do just this, you look like a loser.
yeah. You got to do both.
Yeah, there you go.
bang, bang.
Bang bang.
Guns
you gotta
up.
Go a
Jesse
little
J.
angle. You got to go a little angle.
Yeah, that's true too. There you go. Bang bang.
Virginia has now had 2 games where like if you told me the time and place, like Virginia's down 2 with 5 seconds left, like they win the game. They also didn't score for the last 5 minutes.
Dan,
which
I
is
tweeted.
insane.
Amen to that. I tweeted this out, Dan. The possession, and they ended up winning. They held the ball for that ridiculous 3. They didn't call a timeout. They should have gone 2 for 1.
Yeah.
The fact they didn't
No
go
one
2
goes
for
for
1.
2-1 in this
but in
fucking
that
tournament.
situation, how?
You know what gets in their head, Dave, is that the clock runs. I don't think at the end of the game, but at the
Oh.
first half, the clock runs and it gets in their head. But the same thing happened in the first half where it's like, shoot the ball with 45 seconds, you'll get the ball. back.
So what were they down at that point when he shot that 3? 2?
So Kyle Guy made
Yeah,
a corner three to
No,
make
but
it a
before-
1-point game.
I think they were down.
2. The final 3?
No, the one where they didn't do the 2-for-1.
They were down. Who?
Virginia.
Virginia with the made one?
No, guy
Oh.
top of the key missed.
I don't know.
It was the worst possession ever.
Yeah.
They just, I think they were down 2. He shot a 3, and then they missed
they
the free
choked
throw.
and they
Or maybe
so
they're
2
down
games.
1.
In Auburn, I feel
They're
terrible
down 1.
for Auburn, even though like double dribble, like we talked about that. I feel terrible for Auburn. That's about the worst way you could lose.
Yeah, it's also like the guy's got stones to go up and make all 3
Oh, yeah.
free throws.
But if
Oh,
you're-
yeah.
I thought you hit 2 out of 3, but those
Yeah.
are smooth. I will say, if you're Auburn, I think there's a sense of weird relief when you watch the replay and you're like, it was a foul.
It was
if
a
it's
foul.
not a foul,
Right.
that you take that to the grave
Right.
that you
Yep.
got screwed.
Right.
Like Bruce Pearl looked like he was going to have an aneurysm.
Oh,
on the
he was
sideline.
losing.
Yeah, losing it.
The other game, just a quick tidbit from inside the stadium. They show Kirk Cousins. They show Patrick Mahomes' place goes nuts.
Mahomes, you see him going nuts in the restaurant singing the song. That,
Yeah.
By the way, everybody, I was on Michigan State. I thought they would win the whole thing. That's on Michigan State, bringing in Kirk Cousins. That's what everybody's
Kirk
saying.
Cousins.
He's a loser.
Not
Hey,
only the
Kirk
Vikings,
Cousins,
yeah.
loser.
Not only is his home stadium, but also there were more Michigan State fans than anyone else, and it was like no one really cheered.
He's got
They're
no
kinda
pop.
like-
Zero
I saw
pop.
Michigan State people being like, nobody wants Kirk Cousins talking to me. You don't bring a right now who is described as maybe the most overplayed player
He's
in
like
the
the opposite
NFL.
of Mr. Prime
Yes.
Time.
No. He's living off that. How do you like it? That's dead.
Yeah, he's Mr. 12 o'clock on a Sunday.
The other big news right now in the country is this March Madness bracket we're doing, looking for the best bar. This has turned into one of those contests that's just spiraled out of control with like schools accusing other schools and colleges of cheating, buying votes, this, that. It got so crazy. The Jonas Brothers, who are actually here, the Jonas Brothers said, if we make it to the Final Four, we got a surprise, so vote, vote, vote. They fucking showed up. Them, all their girlfriends. Sophie Stark is on the bar at this Champs, freaking singing. The whole crowd is chanting Lady Stark. She's doing body shots. The fact that Barstool Sports has somehow
How did this happen? I don't understand this.
Gaz takes
I feel
credit.
like
There's a bunch of people. Another internal war is who's taking credit for this
okay
in the office.
because I like close my eyes and then all of a sudden I like open them and they're like, oh yeah, the Jonas Brothers are doing something.
The fact
Yeah.
that it's our social media guys too, and like really
So
not
what-
even like Gaz in them, but
Gaz-
the other
Who's the war-
guys that
who's
are
the war
running this
against?
thing
Ga-
is unreal.
Gaz, I believe, Tyler O'Day, and office manager Brett are all.
They're all
believe,
fighting?
Are all fighting for
and
credit.
who do we think who? Go ahead, Spider.
I would say Tyler
Spider
O'Day.
knows.
No,
Wasn't
he's-
O'Day.
So
Also,
who? So you saying it was Gaz?
so
Wow.
office manager Brett's the one who's saying. But why would he even be involved in that? I don't trust Tyler O'Day as far as
I don't
can
trust
pull.
any three
For
of those guys
who
you
don't
just
know who
listed.
Tyler O'Day is,
Nope.
he's the guy with the really weird haircut and dresses like an absolute
If
loser.
if Seth had never come along, he would be weird haircut Tyler.
yes.
Did
Right.
you see him in his
ill-fitting clothes?
his
Tyler.
pinstripe pants the other day?
mean, he wears-
oh
he
man,
wears
He
like
runs
these tight-
marathons.
Yeah.
He's a wild
Asked for a
child.
raise on an intern on the first day. Also, we talked
There's,
about
by
this
the way,
on the radio.
those guys like Quiggs is going to clip this part and put it out.
Oh, for sure.
They love
There's
whenever someone
more
says anything.
controversy maybe gets on the radio is so we talked about the failing upwards failure.
Yep.
The
Which
official
wasn't really their failure.
no,
was,
but
yeah.
the official statement from Mikey Podcast, he's the fall guy.
He's the fall guy.
Oh yeah,
So he was.
set up. He's taking the fall.
wow.
So they told him to do that. I doubt that.
Not failing upwards.
He's a fall guy
Someone
for
else?
people we don't know.
Some second floor.
Oh,
Innuendo. I'm not at the bottom of it.
interesting.
I've heard there's some.
Wait. But
I've
hold
heard
on.
there
Hold
may
on.
be
Hold
some
on.
rosé
Hold on.
involved.
Hold on. Back up. Back up.
Interesting.
Is Mikey
There's always some
Podcast
rosé
now the
involved.
worst fall guy of all time for admitting that he's the fall guy and then being like everyone search for the other guy?
Bad fall guy.
Bad fall guy. The one thing the fall guy can't do is go, hey
I'm the
guys,
fall guy.
I'm the fall guy. Go find the person who
Hand
really
up.
is to blame.
He took responsibility and immediately got on the horn. Hey, I'm the fall guy. Pass it on.
That's the worst fall guy ever. Ever.
So I don't know if the second floor and that fruity drink with bubbles is watching, but there'll be some interrogations when I get home.
Oh, man.
Yikes.
This soccer dude, just a shout out to this guy. He's a professional soccer player. They won something. Gets on the gram, DMs a like German supermodel. Hey, my name is like Joe Smith. Come to me. And she just got on a plane and came to her, and now they date. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, it really puts all the other, like, this is how you DM theories and explanations to rest.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just say, come to me, and this is like a supermodel, too, by the way. This isn't just some random Instagram chick. This girl is unbelievable. And for him to just be like, yeah, I'm going to get on a plane and come, he didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to come up with any clever pickup lines. No bullshit. Boom, she's there.
That's the thing, though, about soccer is, like, they're never going to be the number one sport, but soccer bodies are, like, the hottest bodies for girls. They love soccer bodies.
Girls like soccer bodies.
Yes.
Who wouldn't like soccer bodies?
Right, I know. It's like they have the one thing going for them where it's like
I mean, I don't like soccer, but they are the number one sport kind of in the world.
No, I'm saying in America.
Oh, but this guy wasn't
American. This is MLS.
No.
This isn't even a story.
No.
Wait, this isn't even a story.
Yeah.
This is just a regular.
This guy's
that would have been headline news if
that's
that was
why
the
I
MLS.
thought it was on the rundown.
This guy's like Champions League.
Then it's this.
We have more clout than MLS.
Yeah. This isn't a story. This is exactly what should happen.
Yeah. A ton of fights this weekend. So I didn't know where to go individually. We show the videos, how we're going to do it. They'll figure that out. But what do you think the best fights, worst fights? Here's what we had. We had a Yankees fight where a guy is fighting, gets like choked, thrown over the first row. We have the Cubs fans versus Brewers. This people throwing, screaming, concessions. Cubs stink, Brewers are good. Puig versus the Pirates. This one, to me, awesome because of the picture that came out of it, but the fight itself, not much happened.
Right.
It would, but
that's every baseball fight.
Puig should frame that picture and put that like in every room in his house.
All-time photo.
Juju versus AB on Twitter, and this is just. It makes me like Juju because I hate AB. So anybody
I'm so sick of Antonio Brown.
Anybody who's calling out AB, there's just no war of words. And then the Red Sox versus the Patriots. So for those who don't know this one, there's always been Jerry's documented that Kraft and Dr. Creepy and the Red Sox ownership don't really like each other. John Henry, Warner. Well, when Kraft got busted for the massage parlor thing, the Boston Globe basically sued for the right for this video to be released. They joined a lawsuit. Not what you do with one of your friends, which they say. The Red Sox now are boycotting, the Patriots are boycotting opening day at Fenway, which they're always there after they win a Super Bowl. So those are all the fights. Comments, all of them. What do you got?
I mean, my favorite by far is obviously the Red Sox and the Patriots because it's just going to be awesome to see you people have to try to navigate Boston tearing itself apart team by team right now.
I don't know if that, I mean, I love the Red Sox, but I hate the ownership. Always have.
Yeah, but just seeing the two go against each other and the fact that, like, one is snubbing the other is something that everybody else that's been, like, fuck Boston for winning all the time, it's nice to see.
The other side is the Red Sox will also be celebrating their World Series.
Regardless, there's some division going on for a city that just gets to be city of champions all the time. It's nice to see.
Would they have gone? So wait.
I think they were going to do both.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was that I saw some very sarcastic Boston tweets along the way, like only us do we have a problem on who to honor on opening day, like Super Bowl champs or World Series champs.
The Brewers Cubs one, the screams were unbelievable.
Non-stop screaming.
There's nothing better than the scream during a fight that just gets out of hand and just like there's women standing around that think if they can just scream at the top of their lungs, people will just all of a sudden be like, hey, you know what? Let's not fight.
Everything's
Let's not
fine
fight
now.
in the fucking popcorn stand in like section 300 in Miller Park.
Dan, Cubs versus Red Sox, both off to horrific starts. Who do you think's the better
Cubs
chance
are
to bounce back?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not been a good start.
For the Red Sox
I think
either.
there's some animosity too. Joe Madden's coaching without a contract. He's a lame duck. So this is the last year in his contract. So if they don't turn around fast, there's going to be some shit that goes down.
You heard it here first. And on Gold. You heard it here on Gold first.
Yeah, actually, you guys already heard it.
Perks.
And people are watching now. People already heard me say shit's going to go down 5 hours ago.
In breaking news, LeBron James, who moved to L.A., turned his back on his home city so he could focus on his movie career in Space Jam 2 and watch the Lakers fall into mediocrity or worse as they miss the playoffs. He doesn't seem to care, but they are. He is now struggling getting supporting players to get involved in Space Jam. What makes this even worse is Windhorse reported this. So if Windhorse is reporting this, this means it's not like he can't lock down commitments. Guys are saying, fuck you, you're the worst, you're a hog, you're a fraud, we hate everything you're about. Windhorse always puts a rainbow on everything LeBron does. For him to say he can't seem to get these commitments, it's a lot. They may shut this whole thing down.
And he's got to go recruit for teammates too.
Do you
So
see him
which
say, like,
one
I
becomes
never,
which one becomes a priority, Bron?
Oh, what do you think? You don't care about winning.
Space Jam 2.
Absolutely.
How many like different steps do you think Windhorse went through vetting of like, all right, are we sure we want to go like public with this? Check in like, I don't know if we're ready yet. Eventually he's like, fuck, I have to report this.
What did Windhorse say the other day? That somehow like the Lakers sucking were good. Like he has some ridiculous take on it.
The best is that though I think Space Jam 2 comes out in like 2021, and LeBron's gonna have to use like Carmelo as like a main like
super
player.
old.
It's like, yeah, dude, Carmelo hasn't played in like 5 years.
All right, this is the portion. We got a lot of new little stunts here. We used to do. We did this?
Dave. By the way, this is the first time we have done a live rundown.
Shout out Emily
since
Austin.
Emily Austin.
Shout out.
And right before we start, he goes, "I'm gonna change it up today and do some different things."
There was a lot of subjects today.
Why?
What does that mean?
Why?
There were a lot of subjects. We actually did this sort of during our Comedy Central. I want the live reactions.
Oh,
here.
yes.
So you got to
Yes,
take
yes,
out
yes, okay.
your phones.
Okay.
And people who think Auburn basketball had a big bad day the other day, this Auburn Gymnast, double leg break. These guys haven't seen it. Nope. This reaction, it's stunning.
Oh no. Oh my God. Oh.
I thought it was gonna be ankles. It was kneecaps.
Oh, they went the other
What
way.
the fuck?
I didn't. I thought. Oh no.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
That's
I was prepared for ankles, and
No.
we were watching replay rigs.
We're
Can
watching
we
a
get that
replay.
one?
Slow-mo.
If we're having a
replay.
slow moment on radio today, just put that on.
Oh,
It's horrific.
Her legs
That
look like
is
the
so
Barbie doll
bad.
legs when
It's
you
horrible.
can flip them up the other way.
So
It's
bad.
one of the more shocking videos I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
Shocking. Honestly, if we want to
insane.
electrify the live audience, if it's slow at any point, just put that on the
Yeah,
big
can we
screen.
put it up on the
Oh my.
over and over?
Yikes.
So Auburn basketball don't feel so bad. Ride or die chick making out with her boyfriend who was getting cuffed, hands behind the back, head slammed against the cop car, and she's just sticking her tongue down his throat. This is
So hot.
So hot.
So hot.
And the police kind of knew it because they
Yeah.
got dragged like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I would absolutely watch a porn with the two of these
Yeah.
people.
100%.
They just fuck the shit out of each other. There's
It's
no.
so hot.
And both. It's like when what American Pie is it? When what's his no, not bad, super bad. When he's
Superbad,
getting
yeah.
taken out of the party and he wants to act like the tough guy,
Yeah, yeah.
that is basically McLovin. This is that on steroids time a bazillion.
Yes.
Like everybody wants to fuck everybody involved in that couple.
Yep. It was just hot. That whole thing was just hot.
Hopefully he's not going away for long.
I don't think you can keep that guy in prison, really.
Yeah, I mean, because that's like he's thinking about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Last video, which I
right.
just added
He's
late.
going in with a boner.
Yes.
Last video I just added in late is this lady riding a mechanical shark. Again, just simple internet. It's like a 5-second video. There's not much to say. She just rides it. The first turn, the shark just falls off. And for some reason, it's like the Simpsons, like man hitting groin with football.
Yes.
It's just, this is just funny. It's just funny.
She just looked up in disbelief, like, what
Yeah.
the hell just happened here?
That's it. This is, we're going to go do the radio show. We fly back tonight. Any last thoughts from?
It's been a long 4 days in Minnesota, Minneapolis.
It's actually been an unusually good trip for the Barstool, us, I feel like, because we had Friday, we had Monday today, but the weekend we didn't. I mean, it was fairly laid back.
Yeah, we were kind of just hanging, which is nice.
He was
I
out
love
with us till
Minnesota.
1 in the morning.
Crazy.
Yeah. All biz was he was bowling, he's hitting golf shots.
He was like party Pete all weekend.
Yeah.
Love to see
I
it.
texted him. I was like, hey, you want to get lunch on, what was that, Saturday, Sunday? He's like, yeah, sure.
We ate
Whoa.
at.
That's weird.
Yeah.
We did do something that I've been meaning to do forever because I always see it. We ate at the Spaghetti House.
Oh.
Right next door.
Was it good?
No. It took an hour and a half for a plate of spaghetti. It was surreal.
I couldn't believe earlier in the week you were like, man, I'm really excited to go there and just get a bunch of spaghetti all night.
Yeah.
I was
There's
like,
a big
wow.
if you put a house in the name, the House of Prime Rib in San Francisco, that was actually good.
We set a world record for most consecutive meals at the House
But
of
you
Prime
could trick
Rib in
Dave
San Francisco.
Portnoy by just being
Call
like,
it-
"This is the house of
lasagna.
Yeah.
I'm in.
boom, House of Tacos.
Yeah.
I
No.
need to eat there."
If you have one thing, you should be good. It's like Green Bay Power Sweep. You do it better than everybody else. It took forever for the spaghetti.
Oh no,
yeah.
that's insane.
For-
Like you'd think
It was insane.
the Spaghetti House of Spaghetti.
Yeah, I got a video I'm actually going to drop on them. That's how it's like in waiting. It's like, what is going on with the House of Spaghetti?
that can't be good.
What
for
do they
them.
just start boiling water? Like
It-
it should
it-
be boiling water on deck.
I was quite distraught how long my spaghetti took. All right, that's it. That's a rundown. Back in the office tomorrow. Gold, worth the money. That's the price of admission right there. Tell all your friends.
You're welcome.
And don't forget, Gold, Rough and Rowdy. This is actually why we did it, to test it for Rough and Rowdy, new technology. But if you have Barstool Gold, you get Rough and Rowdy for free. If you don't want Gold, you can just get Rough and Rowdy. What? Hardcore. Yes. Thank you, Pete. All right.
Thank you, Pete.
The
Good
rundown.
job, Pete. Way to
Good
go.
job, Pete.
Way to go, Pete.
Woo.